This video will serve as a quick complete guide to the new and updated abandoned lab from Terraria Mod of Redemption. Without further ado, let's start the video. You'll find the new abandoned lab biome location underneath the desert biome at the very bottom of it. You can't access this area before defeating the 3 mechanical bosses, so you do need to defeat Skeletron Prime, the Destroyer, and the Twins first before accessing the lab. And don't try to access it before defeating them, you'll be dead within seconds. The green goo blocking the entrance requires to be mined with a pickaxe with a minimum pickaxe power of 200%, a perfect job for Pickaxe X. After entering the lab, you want to go up to the sassy vent, then you want to drop down from it and you'll encounter the Janitor mini-boss. He'll give some unique dialogue interaction and you'll be forced to fight him, as he is the first mini-boss in Abandoned Lab. This boss is quite easy, you just need to avoid his mob when he throws it. Give some space between yourself and the Janitor, and go kamikaze against him when he slip and stun himself. When you successfully defeat him, likewise with all of the next bosses in this guide, you want to activate the lab sector card. This will open the locked doors. Afterwards, you want to leave the Janitor room and go further deeper inside the lab. Don't forget to take these radiation pills lying on the tables. They are super useful as they recover you from the deadly debuff of radiation poisoning. If you decide to go left from the center room and mine these uranium ores, there is nothing much important, but funnily enough, this room used to be the location of the next boss, the infected scientist. But now the boss has turned into a furniture. So instead, what you should do is from the center room, you want to go to the right direction to this dark room filled with many green bouncy goos. But before you go further into it, you might want to go back a bit and go to this area with a lot of uranium ores blocking the small vent. You want to mine the ores and go inside the vent. There you can find a quite important hazmat suit that you can wear. This hazmat suit helps reduce radiation poisoning. And there are also 2 chests underneath it, with interesting loot such as gas mask or this gravity hammer. Now back to the dark room area filled with goos, you want to go down and mine some of the green goos. Then it should trigger the Irradiated Behemoth mini-boss to spawn. Unlike me here, I think you should clear some of the green goos before starting the fight. The green goos are annoying and make you bounce a lot. The boss acts quite similarly to Wall of Flesh. It is a green upside down version of Wall of Flesh. Lots of its attacks can be easily indicated by the green lines and can be avoided by hiding behind the block platforms. You want to defeat the boss quickly with weapons that can burst it down, as you do not want the boss to be too close to you and smash you to death. After Irradiated Behemoth is down, that concludes your abandoned lab journey for a while. You can interact with the Janitor NPC or buy some items from him, but to progress further into the lab, you need to defeat Moonlord, as you require a special keycard that is dropped by Moonlord. This keycard is used to unlock the high security doors and chests. You want to go down from the area which you fought the behemoth, mine the green blobs there, then jump inside the water and go to the left side. You should be able to unlock the door locking the area with the keycard you just got from Moonlord. Keep going further and you'll encounter a difficult laser maze. This laser maze is quite difficult, hitting the laser beam will pretty much kill you after more than 2 seconds. So you do need to be extra careful. I did this multiple tries, eventually I got it smooth. A grappling hook would help to brute force your way at the end. Then once you resurface from the water vent, you'll encounter an arena where you will face the Blisterface. This boss is not too hard, but it does get annoying because it keeps hiding under the platform and the minions it summoned could be a problem. In fact, I died at the first try because I was unprepared. Since it is post Moonlord, I highly recommend Solar Eruption, as the weapon can go through tiles and damage multiple enemies. In fact, Solar Eruption chases this boss so much it kills the enemies before they spawn. You can fight Blisterface while blindfolded as Solar Eruption obliterates everything. Blisterface will feel like a small ornament aquarium fish. Then once you successfully defeat Blisterface, you can progress further. From this vent, you want to go up and you want to open the special chest inside this small room. This special chest contains a nano pickaxe, a very important tool as it can mine the hardened black sludge. Now you want to go back to the center of the lab, then you want to mine this hardened black sludge in the elevator area. By mining them, you will clear the way to the next area, which is a very large arena with the next mini-boss inside, Protector Vault. Not gonna lie, the boss tomb caught me by surprise. The boss attacks are very simple. You can easily avoid most of them by hiding under or behind the 2 blocks thing. And most of the attacks are telegraphed and indicated by lines, so you can easily know where to go to dodge the attacks. Protector Vault boss fight should not be much of a problem, though I gotta say, I like how this mod integrates the arena structure to be a crucial part of the boss fight. Once Protector Vault's down, it will give some special unique dialogue interaction and he will apologize to you for attacking you. Then of course he will give you the card for the next location. Keep going further, you will encounter some chests with loots, and apparently another annoying maze, but this time they don't damage you too much. Then once you successfully pass the maze, you can go inside this vent, and go down the stairs and proceed further to the next arena room where you will encounter Project Maze. Let me tell you something, do not underestimate this boss. The attacks are quite deadly and they are hard to dodge. But I'm not going to lie, Project MACE might be one of the best mini-boss I've ever fought in the history of Terraria modding. The visuals and sound effects are so good. Most of the boss attacks are telegraphed since they have lines where they will appear. I really love it in particular when Project MACE starts charging its gigantic Death Sun Sphere attack. If you lose your focus, you can easily get overwhelmed by the tons of projectile attacks this boss has. You want to avoid the shockwave by jumping up when it smashes itself to the ground? It might be hard at first, but once you understand how the boss works, it is quite self-explanatory on how to dodge the attacks. Once you successfully defeat Project MACE, you can unlock the last and final segment of the lab. I highly recommend you guys to prepare first before proceeding further. You want to mine the hardened black sludge blocking the way. Then you'll arrive in the final arena room, where you will encounter the final boss of the lab, Patient Zero. Beware, do not wake the boss up if you're not ready. This fight is not to be scoffed at. Patient Zero's attacks start off slow and easy to dodge at first. All of the attacks in this fight are telegraphed with green lines, so you have to be able to memorize them. Patient Zero loves shooting green death ray beam in patterns. This boss cycles between Patient Zero and Carl. In my opinion, Carl's attacks are easier to dodge as it is more manageable and have slower interval. As Patient Zero HP decreases, its attacks will become much more powerful, such as shooting more and bigger green laser beams and much more. The attack intensity will also be much higher, meaning the attacks are a lot faster, so make sure you space yourself correctly and well, as you can easily get overwhelmed by the amount of attack you have to dodge. Having a good wing and mobility gear will help a ton in this fight. You really want to memorize the green telegraph lines between each attacks, it will help a ton. This boss feels like a bullet hell boss, though I am not complaining. It is quite innovative and enjoyable to fight. The boss forces us to be able to memorize the green lines between each attack, so you have to actually use your brain. Which is awesome, as a lot of bosses in Terraria doesn't actually require you to turn your brain on. Like I've said before, beware as Patient Zero HP decreases. As you can see, the boss attacks are way more dangerous and deadly here and now. But don't be afraid, you should be able to get the hang out of this boss fight once you start the fight yourself. Trust me, it is a good and enjoyable boss fight experience. Once you successfully defeat Patient Zero and Carl, it'll drop a medikit item that permanently increases your max HP by 50. That concludes our journey of the new Abandoned Lab biome in Mod of Redemption. You could still explore the lab to find some loot and resources, but yeah, that's about it. Don't forget you can refight the Abandoned Lab bosses again using a tool you can buy from Janitor NPC. Oh, and also one more thing, when Patient Zero is down, you can use the Shed Soul Gateway item, and you can travel to the Soulless Cavern dimension. I'll make a guide on this dimension soon. There are plenty other things to do in this mod, it's not just the Abandoned Lab, such as exploring all the new mysteries, or fighting the new and reworked Omega bosses. So let me know if you guys want me to make more guide on this mod. Only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed. I'd very much appreciate it if you guys drop a like or subscribe to this channel if you guys like this video or find it helpful. So yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do a full guide on the new Omega bosses. I hope this guide can help all of you. Thank you and see ya.